Hey Canada, how you all doing? By now I hope you've all had a chance to check out Evolve on Xbox One. It's great multiplayer action. It's asymmetrical, 4 hunters versus 1 monster. Within the 4 hunters you have 4 different classes and you have different character types you can pick. So there's 3 different medics you can pick, 3 different support characters, 3 different trappers, and even with the monsters there's different monsters you can pick, and they all lend themselves to different play styles because they have different abilities, different strengths, different weaknesses. Certain characters are better at more stealth kind of plays. Certain characters are more better at getting right into the action and being brawlers. It really depends what kind of player you are. And with the hunters, it's all about teamwork. You got to work together with your team. So you want to pick a character that not only suits your playstyle but complements the playstyle of your teammates, and you want to use it effectively to work together to combine your resources to take down this monster, because one of you can't really do it alone. You really need to work as a cohesive team. So I've talked with my friends at Turtle Rock Studios and they've got some great tips for you. This will help a lot of you new players get used to the game and be more effective when you jump right into the action. Let's check it out.
Hello, this is Chris Ashton from Turtle Rock Studios. I am the design director on Evolve, and I'm here to give you a few tips for your first day, first play of Evolve. Let's start with the hunters. To play effectively as a team of hunters, each player on the team needs to play to their class, to their role specifically. So if you are Assault, you're playing Markov or Hyde, your job is to deal damage and deal as much damage as possible. Try to stay in the monster's face, draw the monster's aggro. You have a personal shield that you can protect yourself with, so shoot the monster as much as possible, and if you're getting too beat up, pop your personal shield, and hopefully your medic will help you heal. If you're Trapper, then your job is to help the team find the monster. So if you're Maggie, look to Daisy. Daisy will help you follow the monster's tracks. And once you find the monster, get close enough to the monster, you need to throw down the mobile arena and trap the monster. And this is the way that your team is able to stop the monster from staging up, getting too big, too powerful. And it allows the Assault class to then deal the damage. So your job, find the monster and then stop him from running. And then we have the medic class. And the medic class, of course, obviously, if you're a medic, your job is to heal your teammates. But in Evolve, our medics have a little more depth than that. And Val, for example, also has a trank rifle which she can use to trank the monster, which highlights him, makes him easier for the team to see, and also slows the monster down. In addition, she has her sniper rifle puts weak spots on the monster, which allows the teammates to shoot for more damage. So if you're playing Val, your first priority is to heal your teammates, make sure everybody's healthy, and if everybody's healthy, then you can move on to the other tasks. So heal your team first, then start using tranks, and if the monster's trank, then start using your sniper rifle and sort of work your way down. If you're playing support, your job is to really protect your team. So Hank does that very directly. He does that with the shield projector. So if you're Hank, your very first priority should be to shield anybody who's being attacked by the monster. And if everybody's safe, then you can move on to things like using the orbital barrage to do extra damage to the monster, and using your laser cutter as well. And don't forget that you have the cloak, and the cloak, you're able to hide your teammates, so use that when approaching a monster, or use that when you're trying to get away from the monster. So if you're going to play the monster in Evolve, there are a few things you can do to be more successful. The first thing is, don't engage the hunters at stage 1 voluntarily. They'll try to track you down and try to trap you in the mobile arena. So something you can do is when you're roaming around the environment and you're hunting for food, don't stay and eat for too long. Kill maybe 1 or 2 pieces of wildlife and eat that, and then move on. Even if there's more food in the area, move on, stay on the move, and then that's gonna put the most distance between you and the hunters and hopefully get you to stage 2. That should be your biggest goal, is to get to stage 2. And once you're to stage 2, then it's a really even fight between yourself and the hunters. And then it comes down to using your abilities really well and comboing abilities together. Something that most new players do is they rely too much on melee attacks. So always keep in mind your abilities and pay attention to the top of the screen when your abilities are lit up, and try to use those as much as possible. Those are your heavy damage dealers. That's where most of your damage is going to come from. So use your abilities as often as possible in combat, and that should get you on your way to a win. So hopefully everybody can take those few tips and jump into a game of Evolve, and we hope everybody in Canada has a really good time.